NeoBlisseyX Versus is now on Throne, the service that allows fans to support their favorite creators by either providing monetary support or support in the form of merchandise that creators can use to further their endeavors. You can find a link to the NeoBlisseyX Versus Throne wishlist in the description field below this video. Welcome to This Week in Star Trek History for the week of April 21st through 27th, 2025. As always, links to the Memory Alpha Star Trek Wiki page for each subject profiled can be found in the pinned comment below. Let's get started. On April 21st, 1947, late Star Trek reference author Alan Oppenheimer and Deep Space Nine guest star Iggy Pop are both born. Asherman somewhere in the United States, an exact place of birth is not publicly listed, and Pop as James Newell Osterberg Jr. in Muskegon, Michigan, United States. Asherman was best known for his famed reference book, The Star Trek Compendium, first published in 1981, which featured detailed information on the original and animated series and Star Trek the Motion Picture. Subsequent editions published through 1993 featured updates on each subsequent original series-based motion picture. Asherman passed away in Plainview, New York, United States of injuries suffered in a fall on September 22, 2023 at the age of 76. Iggy Pop was originally considered for the role of Grady, later played by Clint Howard, in the third season Deep Space Nine episode Past Tense Part 2, but was unavailable due to being on a performance tour in Spain. Due to suffering an injury during a concert shortly before the production of the sixth-season Deep Space Nine episode The Magnificent Ferengi, Pop was finally able to come in to play Vorta Overseer Yelgren. On April 21, 1971, Kate Vernon, the actress who portrayed a member of Species A472 impersonating Commander Valerie Archer in the fifth season Voyager episode In the Flesh, is born in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Vernon is perhaps best known for her role as Ellen Tigh, a member of the Final Five group of humanoid Cylon models in the 2004 to 2009 Ronald D. Moore developed Battlestar Galactica reboot series. On April 21, 1974, Kevin Hageman, co-creator with brother Dan of Star Trek Prodigy, is born in Lake Oswego, Oregon, United States. On April 22, 1971, Vadia Potenza, the actor who portrayed the H-13 version of Spock in Star Trek III The Search for Spock, is born in New York City, New York, United States. On April 22, 1978, Manu Intiraymi, the actor who portrayed Icheb in the final two seasons of Star Trek Voyager, is born in Santa Cruz, California, United States. On April 22, 2019, filming commences on Star Trek Picard, with the beginning of production on the pilot episode Remembrance. On April 23, 1930, actor Alan Oppenheimer is born in New York City, New York, United States. A full list of his appearances can be found at the link in the pinned comment below. Oppenheimer was profiled in our Starfleet Cinema episode on 2022's Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. You can find a link to that video in the upper right-hand corner of your screen right now, or at the link in the description field below this video. On April 23, 1976, Gabriel Damon, the actor who portrayed Jeremy Astor in the third season Next Generation episode The Bonding, is born in Reno, Nevada, United States. He is perhaps best known for his voice work as Littlefoot in the original 1988 animated film The Land Before Time. On April 23, 1981, Isis J. Jones, the retired actress who portrayed the transporter de-aged version of Guinan in the sixth-season Next Generation episode Rascals, is born in Los Angeles, California, United States. In the same year as the original broadcast of Rascals, Jones also played the younger version of adult Guinan Whoopi Goldberg's character in the hit comedy film Sister Act. On April 23, 2013, the video game Star Trek, based on the Kelvin Timeline reboot films, is released by Bandai Namco Entertainment for the PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, and Windows PC formats. It featured a story set in between the events of the 2009 film Star Trek and the then forthcoming Star Trek Into Darkness, and featured the voices of the entire Kelvin Timeline main cast. On April 24, 1936, Jill Ireland, the late actress who portrayed Layla Kalomi in the first season original series episode This Side of Paradise, is born in London, England, United Kingdom. She passed away of breast cancer in Malibu, California, United States on May 18, 1990 at the age of 54. On April 24, 1952, Ralph Winter, who served in various capacities on 5 of the 6 original series-based motion pictures, is born in Los Angeles County, California, United States. An exact place of birth is not publicly known. On April 24, 1959, actor Glenn Morshower is born in Dallas, Texas, United States. A full list of the characters he portrayed can be found at the link in the pinned comment below. On April 24, 1973, writer-producer Damon Lindelof is born in Teaneck, New Jersey, United States. Lindelof produced the first 2 Kelvin Timeline films, Star Trek 2009 and Into Darkness, co-writing the latter with Alex Kurtzman and the late Roberto Orci. On April 24, 1992, Jack Quaid, the actor who voiced Bradward Boimler on Star Trek Lower Decks, is born in Los Angeles, California, United States. A full list of other characters he voiced can be found at the link in the pinned comment below. Quaid also played the live-action version of Boimler seen in the second season Strange New Worlds episode Those Old Scientists. On April 25, 1952, Peter Lorretzen, who served as a co-producer on all Star Trek productions between 1987 and 2005, excluding Star Trek V The Final Frontier and Star Trek VI The Undiscovered Country, is born in Ontario, Oregon, United States. Lorretzen's face was also used for a biographical profile of Thomas Raymond, descendant of Claire Raymond, one of the 3 cryogenically frozen humans seen in the first season Next Generation finale episode The Neutral Zone. On April 25, 1986, the famous scene of Uhura and Chekhov looking for nuclear vessels on the streets of 1986 San Francisco is filmed on the 44th day of principal photography on Star Trek IV The Voyage Home. On April 26, 1952, Spice Williams, known as Spice Williams Crosby since 2003, the actress and stuntwoman who portrayed Vixis in the motion picture Star Trek V The Final Frontier and a Claystron kidnapper in the first season Deep Space Nine episode Dax, is born in North Hollywood, California, United States. On April 26, 1962, actress and comedian Deborah Wilson is born in Queens, New York, United States. Wilson provided the voices of Captain Lisa Cusack in the 6th season Deep Space Nine episode The Sound of Her Voice, and Captain Tridge in the first season Prodigy episode Supernova Part 1, among other roles. You can find a full list at the link in the pinned comment below. On April 27, 1964, Lisa Wilcox, the actress who portrayed Yuta in the 3rd season Next Generation episode The Vengeance Factor, is born in Columbia, Missouri, United States. Wilcox is perhaps best known to genre fans for her role as Alice Johnson in the 4th and 5th films in the Nightmare on Elm Street film series. On April 27, 1969, the original series premieres in Japan on the Nippon Television Network under the name Uchu Dai Sakusen, Great Space Operation, making Japan the third and last country after the United States and Canada to air the series while it was still officially in production. The NeoBlisseyX vs. Saturday Night Spectacular is now airing every other Saturday. Unfortunately, this week is an off week, but rest assured that we at NeoBlisseyX Versus are hard at work on remaining installments of NeoBlisseyX Versus the MGM Studios 31-Day Movie Challenge and some other projects we're not at liberty to share at this time. Keep subscribed to see what's coming next.